Perfect. Did you get your post-surgery nap?
I can't remember, honestly.
The answer is yes.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How's life after surgery?
Good. This is great.
Putting all your weight on the leg?
I mean, I can.
Keeping it locked in extension?
Yeah.
Lovely. And your flexion looks pretty good. Coming along nice. Beautiful. Bend this one back all the way. Okay, straighten it out. Bend this one back.
Stay at 90.
That's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. Any pain over here?
Yeah, a little bit.
What about over this one?
I would say less so.
Any numbness right here?
It's kind of like right below the...
Right down here?
Yeah.
Does that numbness go away?
Most of the time. Not all the time.
Okay.
Most of the time, but it could take months. There's some snug down there. You look good. Here, let me take you on a tour of your knee. So here's your kneecap up here. Here's something called the trochlea. All your cartilage looks great. Then we move around to the inner compartment called the medial compartment of your knee. This is my probe. Here's your meniscus. Your medial meniscus looks great. The cartilage of the inner aspect of your knee looks great. So then we come to the notch. That's where your two ligaments are, your ACL and your PCL. What it shows is that the ACL tore off the wall. See this empty space? The ACL should be attached to that. This is the lateral femoral condyle, and it just basically pulled off the wall there. And again, your cartilage looks great. That's one of the most critical aspects of your knee. Then what we do is get rid of the old ACL. We drill tunnels. This is your tunnel in your tibia. This is your tunnel in your femur. So then we pass this fixation device. This is called an ultra button. We kind of shuttle it through the tibial tunnel and the femoral tunnel, and we flip this button on the outer aspect of your femur there. It's like a chandelier. We pull your graft up into the sockets, form a nice snug fit. Here's your new ACL, which is your hamstring tendons. The goal of the next month is to help get swelling down, start getting your strength back. It'll take a long time before you get all your strength back, and your quad will be a wet noodle for a while. You can walk, continue to walk fully extended on the knee. Again, it's all about protecting the repair of the lateral meniscus. When you're not walking on it, you can bend it about 90 degrees. Once you feel comfortable, you can start getting rid of the crutches. You could go from 2 crutches to 1 crutch to nothing at all, so that you're walking around just sort of peg-legged.
Okay.
Okay? And then, hey, that may be a couple days from now, maybe a week or 2. Everyone's a little bit different. You're gonna come back in 1 month to see me. At that time, you'll be off crutches, swelling will be down. You'll have pretty good motion from 0 to 90 degrees. And at that point, what we'll do is allow you to walk unlocked in the brace. So you could flex it, increase your flexion to about 120 degrees, and then just allow you to start walking normally. Most people are out of brace around like 8 weeks, and then it's all about quad strengthening, getting your muscle strength back.
Should he still be taking NSAIDs?
Doesn't have to.
Okay.
Doesn't bother him.
What can I do about like calf pain or soreness?
Work on stretching it out. Do calf stretches. You can also take, while you're sitting there, dorsiflex your ankle. You could also do some light calf raises.
Okay.
Okay.
John wanted to get him a stationary bike at home.
That's great because it's non-weight bearing, helps facilitate getting motion back and stuff like that. So totally fine. Just make sure the seat height, adjust the seat height so you're not going into a deep bend, 90 degrees approximately.
So in addition to the medicine, did you end up using a cryo cup, ice, anything like that?
Definitely ice helped. 20 minutes on and then break, and then 20 minutes on, break. And then we also did switch between ibuprofen and acetaminophen so that we could get them off the pain meds as soon as possible.
How has your experience been post-surgery versus your anxiety before?
Try to adopt the attitude that like, you know, it's gonna happen. So you might as well just like go with the flow.
Was it easier or harder than you expected?
I guess it was harder because I kind of assumed that I would go back to school quicker. They've just been super helpful. My surgery was like super fast post like that first appointment that we had with them. I have no complaints.
Yeah, Dr. Piposar has been great. We got in right away, answered all our questions, made a nervous, anxious mom quite comfortable. I immediately assumed I should go to Boston. It's an hour away. We're gonna get better care there, and that's not true. Pre-op, op, post-op, it's been fantastic.